Hey, how's it going everybody? This is Craig Peters here from Soundiron, and in today's walkthrough we're going to be checking out the brand new update for High School Drum Corps. High School Drum Corps is a multi-sampled percussion library focused on capturing the powerful and tight sound of a small marching drum line. We recorded this library in a large indoor band hall as well as an open-air outdoor football field to provide you some more sonic options that really allow you to put yourself in the heart of the action. This library will fit perfectly in many different types of styles and genres, from trap to Latin or even rock and cinematic styles. So without further ado, let's dive in and start checking out some of the sounds and features within the new High School Drum Corps upgrade. So for this new High School Drum Corps upgrade, we've remastered the samples and placed them into our flexible 4-layer modular template, which gives you a bunch of different sound shaping controls and options to really let you take this library further than before. So right now I have the all drums loaded up, so let's go ahead and check this out. So since we recorded these players in a couple different environments, from an indoor band hall as well as an outdoor open air environment, you have a few different options to really recreate some realistic drum lines, whether you want them inside of a band hall or a more outdoor environment, so you can really get some realistic performances and sounds with this library. Alright, so now let's go ahead and cycle through some of the different individual instrument categories, and I'm just going to play through some of these and then talk a little bit about some of the different features that you can use. So you can see you have a few different variations as far as individual hits as well as rolls. And then we also recorded some parade ambiences, which are great for supplementing into your track if you really want to recreate the sound of a drum line playing at, let's say, like a football game, or if you're scoring a movie and they really want to have that realistic sound of maybe there's a drum line playing and there's a game about to go on, or that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and play through some of these now. And then if you also want to take some of these samples and stretch them across the keyboard, you can do that really easily. Just go ahead and turn this icon on and then press the key that you want. So if you play it really low, it's going to have a very slow and dragged out sound. So with this new user interface, it really lets you combine, mix, and match different articulations. So I want to show you some of the things that you can do with this library. So right now, I have just the bass drum loaded up. But if I was to play lower on the keyboard, or higher, it's tuned. So if you want to make this untuned, all you have to do is go right above this pitch wheel. There's a drop down, select Untuned, so anywhere you play on the keyboard is going to be the same sound. And one of the reasons that I like to do this is if, let's say, on layer 1, I want to have it be a bass drum, then I can go over to the Advanced tab, let's turn on the arpeggiator, find a preset. Let's go ahead and make this quarter notes. Now let's go into layer 2. I'm going to turn this on, and then I'm going to go ahead and select the snare. And I'm also going to turn the arpeggiator on and make this untuned as well. You can see already with just using those 2 layers, you're allowing to have a bass drum and a snare playing some rolls, so you can get a lot out of just one NKI. Or you can load up each sound individually if you want to choose to do that in your DAW. But this is a quick way if you just want to get some stuff going really fast. And then if you want to add some effects to this, you can go into the effects rack. We got a large room loaded up. Go ahead and turn up the mix a little bit. You can also add some different effects as well if you want to add some different tape saturation or maybe transient mastering. Let's go ahead and do that. And this is a great way to just start brainstorming some ideas and helping you kick off your next track. For this library, we also created 20 atmospheric pads and evolving textural soundscapes for you to use using the source content of the library. So let's go ahead and play through some of these. And then if you want to take any of these ambiences and make them a little bit more of like a legato lead, you can go into the advanced tab up here. And then you can see right here, you have the legato design. Just enable this and you can set this to legato or portamento. And then you can also change the length of it right here. And this is great, especially if you're doing any kind of electronic or dance music. So before we start checking out some of the custom effects presets, I want to go ahead and show you the X-Fade feature, which allows you to blend between different layers. So right now, if we go back to what we had originally, which was on layer 1, which is this drum. So I'm going to go ahead and disable layer 2 real quick. So let's say we wanted to start fading in some more snare rhythms. What I can do is leave layer 1 to none, and then I'm going to go to layer 2, and I'm going to set this to layer B, and then I'm going to learn my mod wheel to the X-Fade right here. So we can start fading in that snare and have the option of being able to blend it in whatever we want. And if we want, we can also add a little bit of ambience as well. So let's go to the ambiences. I'm going to set this to layer B as well. Now let's check this out. And this is a great way to get a lot of mileage just out of one NKI. Alright, so last but not least, let's go ahead and dive in and play through some of the custom effects presets that come with the library, which utilize a bunch of different features and sounds within High School Drum Corps. So let's go ahead and check these out. Alright, so that about wraps up this walkthrough for the new high school drum corps upgrade. If you want to learn more about this library or check out some demos to hear it in action, make sure to go to soundiron.com. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on future videos like these, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.